example, we're going to divide a fraction by a whole number. We're going to first we're going to convert the whole number into a fraction. So we have 4/5 divided by 2. Well, 2 is equivalent to 2/1. A mistake that I often see is students will take that whole number and put it over itself. But if you think about it, let's say we have the whole number 7. 7 does not equal 7/7 because 7/7 equals 1 and not 7. Okay, and if we do that, we are changing the value of the fraction completely. So back to our example. So we have 4/5 divided by 2 whole, or 2/1. So we take the second fraction and we find its reciprocal, which in this case is 1/2. And then we just multiply the fractions. So our problem becomes 4/5 times 1/2. Remember to only find the inverse of the second fraction. So now we take 4 times 1, which is 4, and 5 times 2, which is 10. Then we have to ask ourselves, is 4/10 simplified? Is it in the simplest form? And the answer is no. So we look for the greatest common factor of 4 and 10, and that happens to be 2. So we divide 2/2, and we get 4 divided by 2 is 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our final answer, or our quotient, is 2/5. So we found out how many 2's go into 4/5, and that would be 2/5. Okay, I'd like you to add one more example to your notes. And the example that I'd like you to add is 3/4. Define 3/4 divided by 3. So we want to know how many 3's go into 3/4. And we're going to follow the exact same steps. So the first thing we have to do is we have to turn 3 into a fraction. So that fraction is 3/1. Next, we have to find the inverse of 3/1, or its reciprocal, and that is 1/3. 1/3. Then we multiply 3/4 times 1/3. When we multiply straight across, we take 3 times 1, and we get 3. We take 4 times 3, and we get 12. Then we ask ourselves, is 3/12 simplified? It is not. And so the greatest common factor of 3 and 12 is 3. So we divide by 3/3. And when we take 3 divided by 3, we get 1. 12 divided by 3, we get 4. And our final quotient is 1/4.